Yes.
What the hell?
What?
Maybe we should get new roommates.
Yeah, maybe we should.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, of course, I am your favorite random man, Future King of YouTube, and how you guys doing? So guys, welcome to my first official video of the year. You know, I'm excited. We all made it to January 2022. Thank you to all the fans. I love you guys for being here. So, you know, I guess I'm gonna say that a lot. Is lotly even a word? I don't know. I gotta look that up. But so like initially this was supposed to be a different video. I know it's shocking, right? Something always happened because I had another plan, and that's gonna be possibly tomorrow's video or possibly Saturday's video. So anyway, so what's going on here is I want to talk to you about WWE. I know everybody said their piece and stuff. I feel like I haven't really said my piece what I feel with WWE. I did a live stream about it like maybe 2 months back, possibly 3. But where I'm at with WWE, before I get into this whole initial rant of me talking, I'm just on highlights with WWE. I am, because the booking, the storytelling, the build-up, it just, I'm not feeling it. Very so subtly when I watch WWE, where it's Raw, SmackDown, or NXT, you know, there'll be some matches that actually get me. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good match. You know, so I really be into it, stuff like that. So that's where I'm at with WWE. But I'm gonna say more. I'll talk a little bit towards the end of this. So what's getting me talking about this rant here? Because I actually watched highlights of day one. Now, for me, already day one, some of the build-up was trash. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I just feel like that it was trash. But I wanted to watch it. So what ended up catching my attention was Roman Reigns had gotten COVID, and you know, I hope he gets well soon. To me, he is the best thing for WWE right now. And so I'm like, okay, so you know, so what's going on with Brock Lesnar? So I'm gonna talk more. I'm gonna talk about my feelings on Brock Lesnar a little bit as well. So they put Brock Lesnar in the Fatal 4-Way match. Originally, the Fatal 4-Way was with Big E, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and Bobby Lashley. Okay, cool, right? So I'm like in my mind, and normally, and I called it too, by the way. When Brock's in the match, he usually wins, especially for a title match. He usually wins those. It's very so some that he loses these title matches, whether he's champion or not. So I'm like, okay, all right. So I'm already having, I got a sick, twisted feeling in my gut. I feel it, and I'm like, all right, man. So I was like, here we go. So maybe it's a chance Big E could win this match. And so I'm like, so maybe the match be good. Like, and honestly, God, truth, guys, Brock Lesnar's a talent. I think, you know, he obviously he's the money maker. He brings the crowds in, and yes, and there's all people who still fans and love him. Personally, I am not a fan, but I respect Brock Lesnar's talent and what he brings to the WWE. So no, again, I'm not recapping. I should say at the beginning, I'm not recapping the whole thing from day one. There were some matches like the New Day using the 3D. They endorsed the Usos for I said 3D. The Dudley Boys endorsed the Usos. They can use the 3D or the Dudley Death Drop against the New Day. The match was great. I enjoyed I enjoyed Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan. I thought that was a great match. You know, stuff like that. Like, so by watching it, mind you, again, I just watched highlights, and I enjoyed the highlights. The highlights was very good for what I watched. So, with that being said, so here we come with the Fatal 5-Way. I was like, all right, here we go. And mind you, I'm not gonna lie, that the match was great. I enjoyed it. I was like, wow, this is pretty good. No, everybody, like, it was power move after power move. Like, Lesnar just like the same old thing with his suplex repeat. But it was enjoyable. You know how much I may not like it, but I enjoyed the match. Lashley spearing Lesnar through the barricade, Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins working together. Big E got some fantastic spots as well. And y'all probably seen, y'all already got the news or the notification that Brock Lesnar won. Not only he win, he pinned Big E. So I'm like, bro, I'm like, come on. And so this is my, so I get it. When Roman got COVID, what are they gonna do with Brock? Okay, let's put Brock and let's make it to a fatal five-way. Initially, the day one, the match with Big E was supposed to be Big E versus Seth Rollins. So they spice up. Let's put Kevin Owens in there. Or let's bring in Bobby Lashley in there. So so that's what initially that's what it was. So the one thing that got me, and this is one of my biggest frustrations with WWE, their storytelling, their build up, their booking, it's not good. And that's why I'm at where I'm at with WWE right now. I've been a fan since the Federation era, the Federation days. I've been watching it from there to the Attitude era, the pre-Attitude era, to like they call it us true fans call it the PG era, but it's called the Universe era now. So I've been there from the ups and downs. Even some of the stories that were bad, they still had good. The storytelling that reached the peak where it needed to go. So I'm like, all right. So what drives me crazy is that when Brock is involved in a match, he doesn't lose, and then they give him the title. And I express this with anybody else because I love John Cena. I'm a huge John Cena fan. When they brought John Cena in to go against Roman Reigns, they did drop the ball. When Roman said, "Well, if I don't leave Vegas," I won't say it was SummerSlam. It's like, if I don't leave Vegas as champion, I'm not coming back to WWE. And I'm like, oh yeah, Roman gonna win the match now. Yes, the match wasn't in 10, but still, like, we know he's gonna win, but make it compelling. Make it like, oh, it's a chance that John Cena could win. Or when Goldberg came back and he's already in the title picture. I have a legit issue with that, despite they're my favorite wrestlers or not. Like, dude, like, let them work for that, not just put them in there. And like, it bothers me with that. The same thing would go with Brock. As soon as they bring back Brock Lesnar, title picture. I'm like, bro, right? I'd rather have Sami Zayn going against Roman Reigns. But then here come Brock beating down Sami. We having a match. Roman easily beat Sami Zayn, and all of a sudden, oh, here at day one we got Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. I'm like, bro, I'm tired of that. Let them work for that. And like, this is my issue with WWE. I feel like they don't really take that much of a chance on other stars or help build them up so they can get a chance. Like, don't get me wrong. Some people need more polished. Like Liv Morgan, to me, she do, but I still love her. I think she's great. I really love Liv Morgan. I really hope they really help push her to the stratosphere and make her be better. That's right. That's what I want. And like, with Big E, and I hate to say it, and it's not so much the wrestler. It be like Vince McMahon, the WWE producers, the booking, like they don't put out a good enough build up or story making to make it more compelling. I feel like with Kofi Kingston, when he went against Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, I feel like that really helped. I feel like it was good. It was good, but it wasn't. I think it didn't reach its peak. Cause then here comes Kofi Kingston going against Brock Lesnar, which is oddly weird enough. Cause there you go, he pinned a second member of the New Day. And when Kofi tried to go for the Trouble in Paradise, Brock beat it 1, 2, 3. Like 16 seconds, easily, or quick. I think it's quicker than I can't remember. And like with this, I didn't mind Brock being in the match. What I'm mad about is that you let him win the match. Now, don't get me wrong. If Big E was supposed to lose. I'm gonna get into that soon. I'm gonna get more in a little bit of that later. I'd rather have him lose to either Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, or Bobby Lashley. If that's gonna, I'd rather him lose right there, but not having Brock win the belt, and that's what's bothering me. That's what really got me so upset, because I'm like, can we not? I get it if maybe it's probably not supposed to take the pin, but maybe have somebody else or somebody else take the loss, protect Big E, because how he won, he reversed the big ending and turned to the F5. I'm like, and that let me know that they truly didn't have that much faith in Big E. And the sad thing is, they didn't really put out good, compelling stories to help Big E. And like I said, and this is where this is part where it really gets me mad at. I'm gonna see if I can check my phone. I believe I saved it. I hope I saved it. Give me a lot of people who I read the comments, they were saying stuff like this one person said, "Wow, surprise, surprise. Let's give it to a guy who never defends it. This is why people are turning to AEW. Time for someone besides Lesnar." I agree with that. Some other person said, "Go Brock Lesnar, yeah, he deserve it." And I'm like, bro, really? And some person like divided. This is why I don't watch this crap anymore. The second time they have let Brock screw a member of New Day, same thing before, as if it hasn't had a title enough. Let someone else enjoy the moment for at least 2 months. I agree. That's true, because if you really think about it, it's I think Kofi had like a 3-month reign, and Big E had like a 2-month reign. I wanted to say 2 or 3 month reign. And some people say I was pulling for Big E, but when it comes to Brock Lesnar, he's a great wrestler, and no, I don't agree with that. Then they said that's what I'm talking about. Give it to the guy who doesn't defend it. So this person right here, he says, "I'm not divided. I'm glad Big E lost the belt. I didn't care who took it, because I was tired of Big E standing over men and twisting his." Bruh, come on, bruh. Big E, just like Kofi, deserve to have that title. Definitely have it more than 2 months, because now we're gonna have Brock Lesnar probably had to jump for 3 to 4 months, possibly 5 months, and not see him barely defend the belt. And that's why everybody had an issue with that. So he said this is nice. Nobody okay, went for Roman Reigns. What the storyline, Brock Lesnar comes up with the win. Who cares? Brock don't deserve it. I agree. Compared to CW Championship defended 2 times in 2022. I get Big E has a rematch, but I feel like they might make him lose that rematch. So I'm so sick of Lesnar. Yes, he's big. Yes, he's talented. The point is, but 20, same. Yeah, it's like 20 years of the same thing. Vince has plenty of talent, and he kicking this dead horse. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there, because I agree with that. Because it's the same thing. Suplex City. We're tired of going to Suplex City. Jeez, we're tired of it. Some people said Big E wasn't that exciting. I think you're wrong. Big E was a great exciting. I feel like he wasn't given that big of a fair chance, and the writing was definitely subpar, definitely below the bar, stuff like that. Oh wait, my boy Michael Henry. But let me see how I can find, because I didn't want to go too far with this dude, and this is what really got me upset, because this guy, I'm not gonna say his name, I'm not doing none of that, but this guy said he brought race into it, and he was saying stuff like I'm trying to find it. Then I remember somebody replied to me saying supposedly Big E might have a feud with Goldberg. I'm like, I remember Big E said he won a match with Goldberg, but come on, bruh. Really? He dropped the title to go over Goldberg? And I know that was Vince's idea. Because again, I had nothing wrong with Goldberg, but come on now. Like Vince, like the tall, big, musty, meaty guys, and he think that's gonna sell money, but people are tired of seeing that. This is WWE's going the biggest joke on TV. it, bro, it's a lot. I said race doesn't have nothing to do with it. It's all about bad booking, bad writing. That's like, and it's like race has nothing to do. Does it play a part? I think in some retrospect, yeah, it does. But I say, like, when it comes to WWE, it's really the same old. And I was like, if we can pretty much get, like, if the writing was better and the producing was better, then maybe we can have Biggie can have a better run. There's guys who had a 2-month reign and had a better storytelling than what we got here. But sadly enough, we didn't get that. And so the guy responded back to me saying, I'm sorry. I said the problem is I said again, like I said before, the problem is the build up, the writing, and the booking. And that was the problem I had with that. And the guy talking about, what about build up? Build up, play. Say build up don't matter. Look what Edge and Miz did. I love Edge. Edge is great. Miz is so entertaining. But no one cared. That was the problem. People care about Big E. They cared about that. You know, when they cared, they still dropped the ball. And the thing is, like, in other highlights, Beth Phoenix came out and chased Maurice around the ring, and she dipped, and Edge won with a spear. That's it. That's it. WWE trying to do their best to entertain the fans. I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking that at all. But you're telling me you give Big E a push and you think his title reign ain't good. Well, maybe it's not. No, hold on. It's not Big E, because Big E is a good talent. You just give him crap to work with the writing. And that's how I say race don't play. That's why I say race really don't play a part in this. Some of you may disagree with me. Some of you will agree with me. The point of the matter is WWE is just. I know we're all going to agree that WWE sucks, and that's the problem that's why I'm doing this video, because again, this one guy don't say he played the race car. I was like, race car don't have nothing to do with this. WWE just suck with writing right now. Everything they're doing, they suck. Now, is AEW perfect? No. Impact perfect? No. New Japan Pro Wrestling? I think it's great, actually. But like the great thing about New Japan and Impact and AEW, they're better options for us now as wrestling fans. Sure, AEW can use a bit of polishing. Impact can do a lot better, but the main thing as a wrestling fan is that we're enjoying these different products. Vince McMahon thinks Vince McMahon and who was it? I want to say Vince McMahon, Bruce Pritchard, and John Laurinaitis, the yes man for Vince McMahon. I wasn't really trying to rhyme there, but but the absolute problem with them is they think they know, but they don't know. They really don't know how to change with time. Think back what happened during the Attitude Era. Like it was like wrestling, like it was like Jerry Springer, but more so wrestling with it. And so I'm like, so that people was all right. Yeah, you know, some of the storytelling was god awful bad, and even with the Brawl for All was that was also bad. But you know, certain storytelling was good. Look, almost every wrestler had their own kind of like group or faction. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, some of the stuff happened and went down with it, and it just mind boggles me, man. That why give it to a guy who's going to barely defend it? Why give it to, why not give it to Seth Rollins, Lashley, Kevin Owens? And the crazy thing was, Big E was supposed to win the match. Big E was supposed to win the match, and here we are. And I'm sure Big E it'd be a travesty if they don't let Big E rematch it and at least win his title back. Because look what's going with now is going to be Lashley going against Lesnar, either at Rumble or WrestleMania. Some people think it might be, and I really think it's dumb. You don't need to have Lashley and Roman in the same match being the main event, like the 7 6 time main event in WrestleMania. You don't need that. You don't. And like I said, I think really that's what's going to hurt. And that's not that is not going to hurt. It is hurting WWE. Look where everything's at. You know, like I said, when that guy played that race car, I got mad. I legit got mad because it's not like does in this situation with the race play a part in that. I really don't think it does. I really don't. But to sit there and say that, and say that race plays a part, no, it's not. Vince McMahon bringing in Brock Lesnar, I get Brock Lesnar is a moneymaker, gotta make these millions, I get it. But like I said, the match was entertaining. Everybody had their own time to shine. But to have Lesnar win that match, knowing that Bobby Lashley is supposed to win the match, I'm sorry, Big E win the match, to change it like that, nah. And this is why I personally stopped watching WWE. At some point, I'm gonna start watching WWE highlights, cause that's where I'm going to be at. Cause anyone who knows me, who really knows me, when Brock get that title, I shut up. I close out, cause I know it's gonna be the same garbage over and over again. Oh, like I said, when I read some of that stuff, it was more people who hated on Brock Lesnar than people who was. And I get it. There's some Brock Lesnar fans out there. I get that, and you know what? I'm not mad at your Brock Lesnar fans. That's your dude. Good on you. But the people saying, and again, I like, since you want to play the race card, the people who hate on Big E was mostly white people in the comments. So, but yeah, because right now I'm pretty much ranting out of anger right now. So I gotta calm down. So I gotta record another video. And I don't know, man. Like you know how people say things get a lot worse before it get better. W getting a lot worse, and that hole is getting deeper, going past the equator, going past Japan, going somewhere else where we don't know. But yeah, I done ranted and rambled on long enough, guys. Thank you for taking time for watching this video. Yeah, like the first video of the year. You know, so here I am ranting. I wanted to do a con one, but I couldn't because I really wanted to talk about it. And before I go, hopefully by the time this video will be up, I finally watched Spider-Man. I can do a review about that because I really had put all my other reviews on hold until I watched Spider-Man. Hopefully we can get there with that. But anyways, guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe, come to the side. We do have those cookies. Hashtag me Corey is Kenshin, guys. And please, I'm gonna say it again. Please, you guys stay random. And I'm still kind of mad. Make sure y'all come watch this video, stuff like that. Love you, deuces, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Oh God, I'll see y'all in the next video.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the